our hardest tank top t-shirt to do, and it's because it has this big braid at the back, but it's really cute, and Becky's gonna tell us how to make it.
Yep, so to do this braided racerback, it's a lot of steps, so just bear with me. The first thing you're going to do is cut off the sleeves, like we've done in all the other videos. So start maybe about like 1 inch or 2 inches below where the actual armpit seam is, and cut almost going straight up, so an oval, not a circle, cut straight up and cut the sleeve right off. And then once you cut out the one sleeve, you can lay it on top of the other sleeve to make a kind of pattern and cut that one off the exact same way. So now you should have a shirt that's got no sleeves on it anymore. So then what you're gonna do next is flip the t-shirt over, so you're looking at the back side now, and you're gonna make the back holes a little bit bigger. Starting where the hole ends at the bottom where you've cut off the sleeve, you're gonna cut into the back only, not the front, only in the back, and just extend that hole and make it wider so that you've got more back showing at the back. So once you've got the back holes a little bit wider, you're going to flip it back to the front, and now we're going to cut off the collar. So I would start maybe take 1 inch lower than where the collar actually is and just cut that right off. Alright, then you're going to flip over to the back again, and you should see that you've kind of got like what looks like a racerback. So it's got like a collar, but then it goes down into one piece in the middle. You're going to want to cut that straight across, cut it off right at the top, so you're cutting off kind of right where the racerback begins to start at the back. So cut that straight across, and it's going to seem like you're kind of taking your shirt apart, but don't worry, we'll put it back together in the end. So once you've cut that off, you're going to take the long flappy part that you have left and cut that into 3 strips, and cut that kind of as long or as low as you want your braid to go. It's all up to you. I cut it pretty much down to where the bottom of my like holes are. So once you've got that into 3 strips, you can just tug on them to make them a little bit skinnier and make them look a little bit neater, so they're not as jagged and they're kind of curled in on themselves. So once you've got those 3 strips, then you're going to start your braid. And you're just going to braid those 3 strips all the way till you get to the top. Once you get to the top of the braid, you're going to take a needle and some matching thread and just put a couple stitches in it to hold that braid together. Once you've stitched the braid together at the top, you should now have a braid and what looks kind of like a U collar at the back of the shirt, and it should just be kind of there by itself. So you're going to kind of want to fold that and find where the very center of that is, and then you're going to want to join the center of that kind of U-shaped piece of fabric with the braid and stitch it together. So we're now putting the racerback back together now that we've braided it. So stitch the braid to the center of that U piece of fabric, and then you're pretty much done now. But to make it look a little, we're going to try and hide the seams a little bit better. Take an extra piece of fabric. I took mine from one of the sleeves that I cut off, and just make it about like 4 inches long, maybe about 1 inch thick, and you could pull on that also, make that one look nice. And then I just wrapped that around where the braid meets the top of the shirt. So I stitched that on and wrapped it around and stitched it again to kind of hide all that sewing that we did and to hide where the braid joins with the top. So once you've done all that, you should now have what looks like a braided racerback.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
So if you didn't catch our other videos, you can find them here. Thanks for watching.